I'm late. My husband might be in my video. You want to be in my video, babe? He said, he's watching YouTube. So you might hear his little squeaking YouTube because he's got it on his headphones. Kelly's here. Oh my goodness, I'm late. So we were doing stuff and shopping for wedding shopping online. And then I'm like, it's time for me to be in my video. So now I'm in my video. But better late than never, right? Nordic Beauty's here. Yay. Welcome. We're going to talk about Ipsy and Boxy charm. We're going to talk about other stuff. Maybe I'll get something while I'm waiting. I had to get replacement headphones for my teaching. So, when you get stuff from Amazon and like, oh, for free shipping, I can just toss this other little thing in there. I got a couple oils to add to my oil collection. I have to do that video talking about my oil. So Juicy Sugar Plum. That sounds like a fun name. I gotta put something on my lips because I feel really dry. So I'm gonna grab this because it's sitting here. This is the Colourpop Luxe gloss in Paper Pansy. These really don't have any color. They're just super, super lightly pigmented, but they're pretty moisturizing. Anyway, how's it going? Hi, I'm Priscilla. I like to talk about stuff. Like, I like to talk about Boxy and Ipsy and how they both stink, but how I still give them money. No, they're not that bad. Okay, they are a little bit, but I think Ipsy is better than Boxy. I don't know. What do you guys think? Who's better, Ipsy or Boxy? Now, I do know they are owned by the same company, and I actually need to check something when I'm here. I have to look around my phone is sitting right there. So I actually want to see because I think they just sent me the wrong thing that they were supposed to send. Anyway, I will be reviewing these things. But so the add-ons for Boxy, as I said, they gave me like the credit for that. And so I had to pick up a couple things from there. And I will be reviewing these. They just showed up. So yesterday I was supposed to get this box and it disappeared. And then it showed up today outside my door in the apartment complex. So somebody had access to the inside and it was opened. So I don't know if they delivered it to the wrong place and then they just brought it to me and went, oh my goodness, wrong one. Or if somebody thought, oh, there might be something good in here and then opened it up and said, we don't want this crap. So Joyce Jewelry is with us. Thank you so much for coming in and joining us. I'm going to take a look here and see what I got because I think they messed up my order. I'm pretty sure they did. I think there's one thing that they switched out for something else, which means I got to yell at Boxy. I haven't really, yeah, they did. I haven't really had a problem with Ipsy doing that, but Boxy did. What is this thing anyhow? What is the brand Mellow? Anybody know this brand? I haven't opened any of this stuff up. So anyway, these are all add-ons. I think I already showed you guys the actual box, right? Yes, I did because that was last week. So anyway, like I said, so here's a hack. Here's a Boxy hack, and I think Ipsy does the same thing. If you cancel, they'll send you back to back to back to back. Yeah, I've never heard of that either. Mellow, I don't know. But they'll send you all these emails that say, hey, are you sure that you want to cancel? Are you sure you don't want to come back to us? And then finally, they sent me like $40 in coupons. And so I said, okay. So then I'm back with them and then spending more money, which is what they want you to do. But I'm still able to try different things, which is good. And y'all know I'm on my mascara kick. I was never into mascara, and then suddenly I had 6 tubes, and I was like, well, now I have 6 tubes. I may as well just compare them because I'm an analytical person. That's just what I do. Everything is a science experiment in my life. And so yesterday I put these against each other. I will get that posted. Lash Princess versus Monsieur Big from Lancome. This one still smudges on me, but you know, I know it has a lot of fans. I do want to try the waterproof of the Essence and see if that's any better, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, it's got to be KD. It's got to be KD. When everything's squished together, it takes me a second to separate it out. I think that's how you say your screen name. So, anyway, so I ordered some things. This is not what I ordered. I did not order a lip gloss. So this is Mellow lip gloss. I don't even remember this being on Boxy. So since the thing was opened, I wonder, somebody just grabbed something random. I do feel like this was on their thing, but it's like crusty and crunchy a little bit. Look, you see, it's kind of separated. That might be normal if it's really, really thick. It looks like something that I might try, but I have so many lippies. Maybe I should put it in my giveaway. But first I'm going to contact Boxy because this is the one I did not order. What I ordered is a Dose of Colors eyeshadow single. And it was in a pretty blue night sky. Sorry, I'm trying to read around. I have the tripod of the phone. I just picked this up with my toes because I'm like a monkey that way. Anyway, yeah, I don't know this brand, but every time I get a new brand, I'm like, well, I could give it away, but I also could try it because for posterity, right? I feel like I have to try and test everything just so I know. That's like I don't know what it is. It's my analytical. I need to know everything about whatever it is that I'm interested in. So I got two mascaras here, and I will be testing these against each other. So this feels really light. So this is Give Them Lala. I don't know what Lala is, and I don't know why I would be giving it to them, but that is Give Them Lala. It is such a weird package. It's only on this part, and then there's nothing on this part. Strange packaging. I feel like that's different than what it looked like. And I will go ahead and open these up since I'm testing them anyhow. I don't mind if I have 38,000 mascaras out because I do test them against each other. Now, before I did, this is Maneater from Tarte. And I know that this is one that a lot of people have liked. So let's go ahead and pop these open. I have not seen these. These are both new to me. I know I've heard of this one. Okay, this is that really thick. What is this one like? I just got one that's kind of similar to this. I'll have to take a look and see, and then make a comparison of those two. So that's like a hard, bristled, thick, fat, as far as the stem, but then the actual bristles are not very long, and they seem like they're kind of well, they're not actually. They seem soft. They look hard, but they seem soft. Once I put it in, they look like they give pretty well. So this one I know has a pretty good cult following. Give Them Lala. I have not even heard of this. So these are hard bristles. This one bends a little bit, so it has that flexibility there. And that is, yeah, it's kind of like that, right? Oops, I don't want to flick it on myself. And it's kind of the same shape, but it's a little bit more tapered at the end, and not quite as thick, and a little bit more full bristles. So we'll see how those two go. I don't know. Is it a good idea when I open them up to kind of pump them a little bit to get a little bit of air in there so that it gets oxygenated and gets to its full? I don't know. I saw somebody doing that, and I'm like, maybe that's a good idea, because it takes like a week or two for them to come into their own. So maybe I need to pump it up a little bit and mix them up. I just did. I don't know if I was supposed to do that, but I just did. Did it help? I don't know. Will I ever know? I don't know. Anyway, those two I did order. And then the other thing that they were actually supposed to send me, I mean, that's what they were actually supposed to send me. So that wasn't a mistake. Only this one was a mistake. So I'll let them know that they sent me the wrong thing, and maybe they'll get me the Dose of Colors. And then Lavish brushes. So these I'll try out. I am a fan of brushes. The green and gold, green and yellow is cute. Almost Jamaican colors, right? For my Jamaican buddies out there. So these are kind of nice. This is just a standard. This is pretty fluffy. They feel really soft. This is a kind of standard blending brush. This is a Profusion one that's, you know, kind of a little bit thicker and a little denser. It has, but they're both as soft as each other. So I feel like this is going to be really good just for kind of blending things out. Sharif 3555 is here. Sean is here. Haven't seen you for a while. Drissa is here. Sandra is here. People popping in, popping in, popping in. A little angled brush. This is actually nice for like laying down a color kind of into the crease and then blowing it, kind of working it into the crease back and forth, because you can tap the color here and then it kind of dissipates as it gets away from the tray. It depends on how you tap into the color, but I like this one. This is a nice little, it's almost like a packing brush, but it's a lot fluffier than that. But I feel like this might actually pick up shimmers, especially some shimmers. Might pick them up pretty well, particularly once it's wet. But really for packing on color, this is probably going to be really good for small areas. Hi, Sean. And here's a nice little angled brush. This seems a little fluffier, but it feels firm. It's a little thick on the end, so I don't think I'm going to get a super precise unless I kind of glue it down a little bit. So I might do that with this one because it seems to be a good size to do like liner and wings and whatnot. And then a pencil brush, because you always need a pencil brush. So I thought that was a good set. They were around 6 or 7. I'm not sure exactly, but it was pretty decent for the set. So add those to my collection of brushes. Yeah, I do like to have brushes that I can kind of go back and forth between, and I get my favorites. I think a couple of these are going to be in the favorites. We'll see how they work, but they seem like they're nice and dense, but also fluffy. So that's a good combination. So that was just from the add-ons. They didn't put it in the actual box this time because the order went in after the box was sent out. So, and then I guess they don't want to wait for the next month, which is fine with me because I don't necessarily want to wait. So, NY Rican is with us, $12.75. So then the other that I wanted to show is, and this is the Ipsy Glam Bag for the month. Mateo is with us. Hello, 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 everyone coming in. Welcome to the party. I'm sure you guys have seen this, but look, isn't that cute? It's a little plaid. It's got the, what is that? Isn't that Legally Blonde or what is that? I don't know. What's that 2000s movie that has, is that Legally Blonde? I don't know. It's been so long since I've watched any of those. Gives you the card that I don't even pay attention to. Do I need to pay attention to this? Probably not. Oh, no, this is another one. Skincare guide. All the things that you don't need to use on your skin that it says you need to use on your skin. I don't know. Oh, by the way, I went shopping yesterday because I had to get some cash back. I ended up at Target because that was the closest place available to me. And happened to notice that they now carry Triple D cup size bras. Because y'all want to know about that. I was shopping, and I talked to you guys about this a while back, where I'm just going all sports bras because everything else is so expensive. But I actually ended up, because I have been bigger than that, but I think as I've gotten older, they've deflated. So they're like, not quite as fluffy, so to speak. It's kind of like when you use a pillow and, the pillow's nice and fluffy at the beginning. And then as you keep using it, it just kind of gets a little flatter. That's kind of how the boobies go with age. So anyway, I ended up at Target, and I just went up a size, the number, and then went with the Triple D. And that's actually really comfortable. I'm not going to show you because that would be indecent. Well, I mean, it wouldn't be indecent. It's just that our culture is really weird. But this is just a I mean, I'll show you this much. This is just a flesh tone, and it's like a t-shirt bra, but it actually is quite comfortable and, you know, does the trick. So if you are endowed as I am and you can manage to do a triple D, sometimes when you get to my size, you have to kind of, you either have to pay the $60, which I don't want to do that. I just don't, especially when I put them on and they're not that comfortable and or that cute anyhow. And I'm like, no, I'd rather just get a sports bra and just go with the uniboob and just be good, right? The little inner tube that goes halfway around the front. That's okay. But then I saw this and I was like, okay, this works. So I only picked up one, but I'll probably go back and get a couple other styles too, just so that I have. Anyway, there you go. Bras for biggie boobs. Hi, Rainbow. How are you, big girl? How are you? How are you? You want to be in Mama's video? Want to say hi? You want to say hi? Should we see if she'll say hi? Come here. Come here. Come on. There we go. There we go. There's a pretty girl. Oh, there she goes. There she goes. There's a baby girl. There's a baby girl. Yes, you want to say hi? Okay. Okay, kisses. Says, Mommy, let's play with me. Play with me, Mommy. All right, get down. I'll play with you later. All right, so she's apartment living for puppies. It's not that quite great. I'm gonna have a little intermission here before I get into what came in the Ipsy, and I'm gonna talk to you about the last two palettes I used. Not what's on my eyes today. That I'm not gonna show you yet because I just started it today. I told my husband he sounds like a frog, like a crapo, because when he has the itchy throat, he does that. I can't do it. Like, I mean, I probably could if I tried, but it's like fingernails down the chalkboard for me, but he does it a lot. And so when his throat itches, he does that, and he sounds like a frog. So he just did it like, and then he looked at me like, oops, because he knows I'm doing a video. It's all good. Okay, let's talk about these two beauties. So there was it a sale? Whatever it was. So this is my butt palette. That is totally butt cheeks. Tell me that's not butt cheeks. I don't know what the rest of this is. I mean, this looks like the thigh and, you know, like a boobies and stuff. And then I see, it looks like hair, but I'm going to say that's definitely a butt. I don't know. I'm trying to decide what is on this palette. It's just, anyway, it's creative, but the inside, this is so stinking cute. It is not my normal go-to, but I've heard such good things about this. So this is the Genesis that they did with Drench Cosmetics. I have never tried anything with Drench, but this is Midas and Drench collab. It's been out for a little bit. They really did not advertise this very well. They didn't even take a picture of the palette, and they didn't do swatches or anything. They just kind of put it out with like the crumbled up shades and were like, hey, there's a palette if you want it, you know. And it was just really poorly promoted, and I think it's just because they had other things going on at the same time, and so it's like, where do you put your focus? But I think this is great for fall because you have like those orangey warm tones, but then you've got the greens and the blues that really do nicely this time of year. And then you've got the deep color. This is black. Yeah, this one was black. I was trying to think if it came off navy. This one is navy, but almost like a little bit brighter than navy, and then this one is the black. So they're really pretty. They're okay. Plus Tar Charlie. Plus, yeah, okay. Or plus Star Charlie. I don't know. Anyway, welcome. So yeah, this is really nice. I've got 3 looks that just went up. I think I put them up yesterday, so you can take a look at my account, my profile. How do you say that when you post it? Is it in your feed? It's not feed because that's what comes to me. It's not timeline because that's Facebook. I don't know. Whatever it is. Anyway, it's posted. It's posted on my IG. I guess it's just in my posts. That's what it's called, right? And then this one's not up yet, but this one will be in the next couple days. And let me tell you, the hype is real. You have heard about these, and let me tell you, they're no joke. When they came out, I was like, oh, those are cute. I'll try one. I bought 3 of them, thank goodness, and then I got another one in the giveaway. Yay. So I have all, actually there might be 2 that I don't have. I think I don't have, there's like a peach one that I don't have and the blue one I don't have. The blue one's not really interesting to me because that much blue, I kind of need warms. Like, and that palette is great because it has the warm tones that go with it, and that works really well. Oh, by the way, I did change out, I should have shown my glasses because I changed them out for the fall. So these ones are Zenny. They've got this fun little fake rhinestone thing on the side here. Cute little cat eyes. And they have a tortoise right here on the edge. They're also dirty in the middle. My eyebrows always touch, so I get like eyebrow smears right there. That's just kind of the thing I do. Yeah, this is an old dirty tank top that I put on because I had to take off the dress I was wearing because I was gonna go walk the dog in a dress. And then the eye look matched the dress, but you'll see that. You'll see that. Hang on, make sure that you're following me. This guy is a dancing green, as in dancing queen, but dancing green from Essence. It is a $3 and some cents. I think it's like almost $4 palette for 6 shades. You get, so with all of these, you get, I think they're all 3 shimmers and 3 mattes. You get 1 blending shade, which is pretty neutral. You know, it's nothing to write home about, but that's decent pigment for a, you know, $3 and some odd cent blending shade. This little poopy brown, green, pukey, diarrhea-ish color is fantastic. When I put it on, I was like, oh, that's going to be like just a kind of nondescript brown, but it actually carries much more green than you think. And then this green is a gorgeous, what's the word? Forest green. That's kind of the color. So those colors really, I mean, this looks more brown next to this, but by itself, it really carries quite green. Let me open a wipe so I can clean off my fingers so I can swatch these shimmers. The color stories are just fantastic. If you have not tried these, I really recommend for the $3 and whatever odd cents that they are. I thought the colors, the look is just outstanding. The quality definitely is equal with high end. Natasha Denona, I would put this up against Natasha Denona in a heartbeat. Of course, I'm not a big Natasha Denona fan anyhow, but these shimmers are really beautiful. They perform beautifully, but I think really the mattes especially are where it's at. And just the color story. It is so beautiful. I put these on my eyes and I was like, how many looks can you come up with just a green monochrome palette? I think I did pretty well. I mean, I just do 3 looks per palette. I think I did pretty well. And I just kept looking at myself going, ooh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. So, beautiful. I think they're $3.95 or something like that. They do come in Ulta. I know Ulta, Kelly Ulta's not in Canada, but you could probably get them somewhere. Can you get Essence? I feel like you'd probably be able to order them maybe. Does a website, because Essence is from Europe, right? From EU? Isn't it German? Isn't Essence the same as Catrice? I think they're the same company, right? Anyway, I know that we can get them from Ulta here, but I think you guys don't have Ulta up there. So maybe one of your other like Winners or something like that has it up there. But it is really, really beautiful. Oh, Shoppers Drug Mart. Okay, there you go. Yeah, so I mean, for fall, if you like greens at all, you need this palette. I mean, if you like greens at all, don't get Huda, don't get Natasha Denona, don't get any of that stuff. Get Essence for $3 or $3 and change. It's basically $4. We'll call it $4. Beautiful. I was so impressed, and I actually can't wait to wear it again, and I can't wait to try the other ones because that's the first one that I've really tried for the 3 looks, and it's really nice. So yeah, That is going to be at the top of one of my favorite palettes that I've used for this month. So, which reminds me, other than the one I'm using right now, I've only got one left. And then we're going to have a palette rating of my top 10. I like doing those because it kind of helps me to prioritize and whatnot. So we've been talking about my hair, and I think I have a plan. You see all that gray right there? I like it. I like gray, but I also want to make it grow out in a fun, exciting way. You can totally hear my husband peeing in the toilet. We'll pretend that you can't hear that. I'll just talk louder. He's peeing with the door open, and they're like, okay then. So my hair is long and I like it, and hubby likes it, but I end up always pulling it back anyhow because I just can't deal with hair all over the place, right? Plus in the winter time, well, in the winter and in the summer, because with the summer it's about the wind blowing and the windows down in the car and whatnot, and the sun, and then in the winter time it's just about the dryness. It really just damages the ends so much to have them out because my hair is super fine and super thin. But it's thickened up a lot because I'm not losing it up here now that my PCOS is straightened out a little bit. It's still, I still shed more, I think, than normal, but I'm not going bald up here, which is a big improvement. So I think I want to do the wolf cut, but I'm thinking of taking a couple inches off, like maybe 2 inches, and then do the wolf cut. Because that's what I used to do, is just have long layers. And then I might cut my first layers maybe to my ear-ish, and then one to my chin, and then one down at the bottom. We'll see how that goes. I don't know. What do you guys think? I try to part my hair in the middle, and it never wants to part in the middle. C-Nut Butcher Beauty. Every time you're on here, I try to say your name, and I'm like, yes, but welcome. But the other thing I think I'm going to try to do, tell me what you guys think. I have seen some beautiful pictures of, get it ready. Okay, so you can see it's grown out a bit. My hair is a little bit darker brown than what is showing here. This is a little bit more brown auburn. It's more like a chocolate brown as a normal color, but then I've got all this gray coming in, which I'm totally okay with. But I'm thinking what I'm going to do is get a cap for like highlighting, right? Highlighting streaks, but I'm afraid that because my hair is long and fine, that it might actually, when I pull it through with the little crochet hook thing that they give you, that it might actually break it. And I don't want that to happen. So I'm going to figure out how to do it. I also think what I'm going to do is take the top and kind of just go around like this and make a little halo, and take this. This is my, I am not a hairdresser, guys, but I do figure things out pretty well usually. And I'm creative. So I think I'm going to take this and kind of pull it forward and out of the way, so this doesn't get colored at all. Because I think I'm going to just let this do what it's going to do naturally. But then under here, I want to take like highlights, kind of sections like about like this. And I want to alternate bright red, and purple for fall. But that means I have to get over to Sally's Beauty and get like the stuff, because I want to be able to have the stuff so I can do it again. Because I know like I'll probably need to do it every once in a while. And then I'll need to lift the color. But if it doesn't come all out, that's okay. It is lifted a little bit at the end here, because I have been, coloring it periodically, just because I get bored and I'm like, the gray is not quite gray enough. And it's just kind of this weird place where it just feels dingy instead of like that bright silver. So I'm like, in the meantime, I can do these streaks, and then periodically I could possibly put in silver streaks, which will let it grow out. Because I feel like if I do those pieces underneath, then it'll look like I'm doing something with it, but then it will also let the gray grow out. What do you guys think? Does that sound like logical? Or should I just not risk ruining my hair and have somebody else do it? But I thought if I did the little pieces of it and did the, the red and the purple, then, and I keep the top right, even if I mess up underneath, I can kind of cover it up because I'll have those layers kind of coming. But then the layers will come down. So it'll be dark down to here, and then under that will be those bright colors. Does that make sense? I don't know. I'm going to try it. We'll see. And hubby has said, don't talk to me about your hair. Just do it. I'm like, okay, fine. We will. All right. So Ipsy Glam Bag. So all right, now I get Glam Bag and Glam Bag Plus and Glam Bag X when it comes out. So it is Huda. Huda is the next Glam Bag X. Okay. I have been pretty happy with the Ipsy Glam Bag X's. I think that the Chloe and the Sai is here on YouTube. I have to remember sometimes that I have people on YouTube also, because most of my interactions are on IG. But it was Khloe Kardashian, and then the next one was Halsey, and so now it will be Huda. And so I think that's going to be, I think it's interesting to take influencers who also have their own brand, because that kind of works too. Yeah, Kelly, I saw that with the tips, and I thought that I've seen that with gray hair, and I think it's so pretty when it's all gray down here, and then the bottom, comes down here, and then the bottom is purple or red or whatever color it is. I think that's really cool, and that's a cool way to grow it out. So that's why I was kind of thinking about that. And I'm like, if I just do streaks, then it can be uneven, because I'll just keep adding streaks as I want. And if I want more streaks or less streaks, well, I can't do less streaks. But if I want more streaks, I can do that. And if I want to change the color, I can do that. And I could always put like black streaks in, or I could do gray streaks or whatever I want. I thought that would just be a fun way of gradually letting the color come out, because I do like the gray. It's just dingy right now because it's not gray enough. And then with the brown, it looks a little bit dingy too. So that's my thought. I don't know. I'll be an experiment for you guys, for your benefit. So you don't like when Daddy sprays the fruit flies? We have fruit flies in here. How do you guys get rid of fruit flies? That's hard to say, fruit flies. Because we eat a lot of bananas and stuff like that, and so they love our house apparently. Can we just dip the bananas in like bleach water before we hang them up? Because we can't really put them in the refrigerator because then they'll turn black. I don't know. Wow. I did tell you guys I like to talk. That's all part of me. That's what we're all here for, is to, listen to me banter on about nonsense. All right. So in Ipsy. So the Ipsy Glam Bag is $12, but now starting next month, I think it's going to be $13, right? Okay, so which one is the best? Well, I've already told you guys that I think Walmart is the best beauty box. I think they have by far the best subscription you can get. That fruit fly spray. It's supposed to be like kitchen safe, food safe, whatever. But, ooh, the scent is strong. Anyway, I do think, the Walmart is by far the best. And they had a Halloween one, like a special Halloween one that showed what was gonna come in it, and I forgot what it is, but I did go ahead and grab that one because it looked like stuff that I was all curious about. So as far as Boxy versus Ipsy, I think that Ipsy is better for the actual boxes, but I think that Boxy is better for the sales usually, but not always. But like, for example, if you want this, what is the normal price? Like $30-something. Fluffy Smiles is here. Welcome. So yeah, I think this is like normally $30 or something. This Tarte Man Eater mascara, and I think it was 10 or maybe even less than that. Might have been like 6. I'll have to double check and see what the price was on that. And I think it was pretty close to the same on this one. So if you can get in on the sales and just use the box the base box as your entry into the sales. That makes sense. I would not get any of the higher boxes with Boxy. Now that I've done it, would not recommend. Thumbs down. But the base box, it's okay. I get some stuff out of there that I'm like, okay, this is pretty decent. But the thing that's really going to get you is the sales. They are horrible following the quizzes, following your preferences. My hair is all twisted. I feel like Ipsy's gotten way better, but it also might not be that Ipsy's gotten better. It might be that they just let you choose more. Because Boxy and their base box only lets you pick one, but the same size, which would be the Ipsy. Love, you're loud. We're in the kitchen. It's just right next to me. Huh? Well, I'm just saying that everybody can hear you preparing your food, but you know, it's all good. We all got to eat, right? Yeah. So I would say that because you can choose 3 in the $25. Well, it was 25. Now I think it's going to be 26 or 27. Ipsy. I know he's kind of cute. I'll tolerate it. The noise, right? But you can personalize 3 of the items in Ipsy, but for that same size box in Boxy, you can only personalize 1, and that might be part of the difference. But I also feel like Boxy is kind of, there's a big fly out there, is kind of trying to jeopardize themselves. I feel like they're trying to kill themselves. Like maybe, because didn't Ipsy buy Boxy, or did Boxy buy Ipsy? Anyway, they're owned by the same people. But I feel like one is trying to kill off the other. Because I feel like Boxy is almost making an effort to be as bad as possible. And I don't think they always were that way, but I didn't have them before, so. Okay. Yeah, noise in the kitchen. So anyway, I think that Ipsy's better. Also, Ipsy, I'm noticing, is getting a lot more perfume. People have been asking for it. I know not everybody cares about perfume, but I love perfume, but I also love indie brands, and I like a little more challenging perfume. So most of the like commercial type, you know, La Vie Table, right? La Vie Table. I can't ever say that. I want to say the bell is life. The beautiful is life instead of the life is beautiful. But yeah, don't like it, don't want it. Too sweet, too artificial, too commercial. I know it's very popular. But yeah, so I like certain kinds of perfumes. They're bringing those in. I think they are doing a lot better, like matching. So that's good. Anyway, so this is what we got. This was a fail for me. As y'all know, I don't do commercial skincare. I do commercial skincare when I get it. Sidden Arnold is with us. I'm sorry, I missed a whole bunch of pieces. Lisa Michelle, a bunch of people have come in and your names have gone up because I was over here jabbering and not paying attention. I'm sorry, guys. I love you. Thank you for joining us. So this is a couple of masks. And usually what I do with this is I say, is each item in here worth $2? And I count this bag with it as well, because there's 5 things plus this, and it's $12, but now it's going to be $13. So, but whatever, I'll still say $2 because it's close enough. This bag is definitely worth that. It's so cute. I just wish there was a little strap on here, or even like hooks that you know, like something that you could hook a strap on. Because I would totally use this as a crossbody. It's so cute. Look at it. Or as a belt bag. Ooh, that's what they should have done, is just put a couple belt loops back here. In fact, you could do that. And then just use it as a belt bag. Oh, that'd be so cute. Okay. I will not be keeping these. I will be putting those in my pile of stuff that I will be using in the giveaway. However, I'm almost at 6K, guys. We just did my 5K, and Kelly knows how long it took me to get that one out because she won it. Yeah, so yeah, and then it went to Canada, and it cost me an arm and a leg Actually, no, I still have my arms and legs, but it cost me like way more than I thought it was going to. So we're going to keep this next one domestic. I hate to do that because I have been international and I know that how frustrating that can be. But my goodness, they're just not making it easy for us to send internationally. So Kester Zelcho, I don't know. I'm sorry. I am sorry for mispronouncing your name. All right. Next thing in Ipsy, I think I chose this one. Another, yeah, I did choose this one. Another brush. This is from, I don't even show the brand. It's got this weird discoloring. This thing had that weird discoloring too. But it came from in different packages, so I don't know. Maybe it's just travel. But another fluffy, oh, this is, I think this came from, I think this is the same brand as these. And it just reminded me because it has these two little rhinestones. Oh, it's right here. Never mind. Yes, SL Miss Glam. That's what these are. These are SL Miss Glam, but are they? Yeah, they are. They just don't have the name on them. Oh, they do have the name on them. But they have the little rhinestones here. I do really like these. This set came in one of the boxes a while back. I like those. This is really nice and fluffy too. So that will be a good, that'll be a good blending brush. So, hey, I always use that. So we'll be doing a review on a lot of the stuff that's here, or like, you know, kind of just showing you guys what's going on. And then the rest of those are sample sizes, but pretty generous. Another mascara, Wonder Wand, not Wonderland, Wonder Wand from Ciate London. Anybody tried this one? I don't know anything about it, but they said mascara, and I said, okay, sure, why not? Okay, there we go. That's got like the twisted, like figure eight sort of kind of, does it? Yeah, it feels like it's kind of, maybe not. Maybe it's just a, almost like, what's that called? What's it called? Come on, guys. We're the old timekeeper thinger, Bob, that had the hourglass. Oh my goodness. The hourglass. It has kind of that shape, but it's a little bit more full at the top than it is at the bottom. It seems to clean off pretty well. And the samples are, you know, because there's so much less product in it, you don't quite get the same effect, because keeping in mind that mascara, the effectiveness is a combination of the formula and also the brush. So if you use a different brush, and so you can keep that in mind too, because if you really like a certain brush, you can just wash that brush and keep it and then use it for another formula. Well, you can't for these because they won't reach into, you know, a small or a large one. But you could the other way around. So yeah, so that's one way. If you really like a brush, but you don't necessarily like the formula, or there's another formula that's just as good, keep the brush, wash it off, and then just use it in the other one, assuming that it'll fit into it. But most of these are pretty similar in size. So I've not used this one before, but that will be another one to test. That's 3. We got a lot of mascaras in our life right now these days. So I will have to, I'm going to have to do an inventory. Maybe that's what I should do next. I'll just do a post that's an inventory of my mascaras and then be like, which ones do you want me to test against each other? And then I was thinking of actually getting a little label to go on them that says like the date that they are opened and how many times I've used them. Was that what we were going to do? Because I wanted to see how long it took them to age. I don't know. Oh yeah, the different, yeah, a different wand. So yeah, if you have a different wand that you really like, just wash it off, save it, and then use it in any mascara. Because again, mascara is 2 things. There's the formula, and there's the and formulas are kind of, you kind of don't have a lot of difference with formulas. I mean, there's some difference. But I think the real big difference is the brushes. The brushes are how it applies. The formulas are it's either going to be a drier formula or a wetter formula. It's either going to have the fibers or not. That's kind of it. I mean, there's some other things. There's additives and things that can go into it, but I don't know. So, you know, Ciate London. You know, I know a lot of people like that. I don't know them very well. I have like a palette from them and maybe a lippy or something like that. I might have a couple other things too. I don't know. But I only know about Ciate because of subscription boxes. So, IBY or inspired by you, beauty. Carry on to. Oh, this is taped. I don't want to open it if it's taped because I want to use it for a giveaway. I don't think I will be opening this. Should I? I'm just going to cut this open, and for whoever wins my giveaway, I promise I'm not swatching this. I don't have a sharp object. Maybe I shouldn't have sharp objects. Love, would you like to throw me a knife? Just kidding. I'm looking for some. Oh, here's a pen. Maybe I can. Well, that's not going to be a very good way of opening it. Okay, I'm going to pull this sticker off. I hope I don't make the box look all janky after this. I mean, I know the boxes are not that important, but I just don't want you to feel like you're getting something used if you win my giveaway. But I do want to show the inside, and I haven't seen the inside. So inspired by you, I've gotten a couple of things. I feel like there was another palette that was more of a neutral leaning palette. Not anything I was like, oh my goodness. Or maybe it was a blush. Might have been a blush. Because I feel like now that I see this looks very familiar, very similar to a blush that I got. But this is a little duo. Oh, that's actually kind of cute. And it's actually kind of fall-ish too. But this will be in a giveaway. So you have, it looks like this is more of a berry-ish toned brown and then a peach shimmer. So there's a matte and a shimmer. I think that's cute. Nice fall, little convenient thing to put in your bag. So you are a witness. I did not. I mean, not that you know, I'm not going to pull it out and swatch it, but you'd be able to tell. And I'm going to act like I didn't open it, even though, again, you're all my witnesses. Put the little sticky thing back down. There we go. Good as no. This will go in the giveaway items. I will probably, for 6K, probably not do everything that's in my giveaway stash because I kind of want to hang on to it because I'm going to have a lot of giveaways going on. Not that I'm not collecting a lot of stuff, but also there ends up being a lot of the same sort of thing. So I'm going to try to like make it a nice variety and then maybe add a couple other things that I do really enjoy, not just my hand-me-downs that I don't necessarily want to keep. The last item, this maybe is not as dark as I thought. So this is from Koki. I have not gotten anything from Koki before. But this is the Be Bright Illuminating Concealer. That's what it looks like. This is my first Koki. And it looks pretty dark. Let's swatch it here. Yeah. It's a little bit lighter right now than summer skin tone. But I don't think that's going to give a lot of brightening on my under eyes. Let's see how it taps out. Curious about that. It does seem to tap out really nice. And it looks like it has a little bit of kind of a peachy undertone, which should brighten nicely. So that's the coverage, which looks pretty good. I don't know. It might be okay. I feel like they should have given me maybe a little bit lighter, like one shade lighter. But you get what you get. So I'll try this out and see how it is. Yeah. So you guys will hang out and see what goodies, I'm liking. I might be doing a like favorites. I think I'm gonna try to do a favorites. Maybe, around now is a good time because I've almost had a year to test a lot of stuff basically since I've gotten back to Los Estados Unidos. And so I don't know, we'll check things out and see how they are. That's the stuff that I'm trying right now. I have a couple of other things. I know that Influencer is sending me a box of goodies to test. So I will be testing those out. And then there was, so my very first, what is it called? What's the site that you go on and you buy like, you can get like the Mercari, is that what it is? Mercari? Yeah, so there was a thing that happened. So last night I went to bed early and it was like, because I was so tired, I was so exhausted. I hardly gotten any sleep the night before. You guys know how it is, like, trying to deal with this night shift sort of thing, etc. And so because he's working night shifts and then I'm kind of, on the same schedule. Um, because my work can kind of be scheduled whenever I need to, so I kind of push everything to the afternoons, and then I just end up sleeping while he's sleeping. But so I was in bed and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a good night's sleep, and then I'll get up and I'll be able to get to church and be rested. No, no, I went to bed at like 10 o'clock, and then my body decided at 1 o'clock I needed to be awake. So I was awake and I was playing on my phone and looked at Macari, and there was a Juvia's Place tribe. If you have been hanging out either in my, probably on my, I don't know if you would notice it as much on my IG, but if you've been watching my lives, you will hear me. I think I've talked about this a few times. But I know on IG, every time somebody posts a tribe, I'm like, I want it, and it's discontinued, and I'm so sad. And I keep trying to get them to bring it back. And then they had, they have it still listed there as like wait list. And so I'm like, I feel like they're going to bring it back. But then I'm like, then it's going to be, fighting over it and whatnot. So there was one that has been swatched and it looks brand new. But, the disclosure was it has been swatched one time and that was it. And it was 20. And I snatched it up. I said, you know what? The other ones are, the new ones are listed at 50. I don't care if you swatched it. I don't care if you touched it. I'm going to assume if you said you swatched it, that probably means you know what you're doing. Not necessarily, but I mean, we're clean people, right? We're all clean. But I can, I can disinfect and whatnot if I need to do that. I'm going to get it and I'm going to put it on my eyes because it looks like, to me, a really, really green palette. Do I need more greens? I don't know. I don't. Greens are a weird color for me, as are blues, but it seems like they work well for me if I do it right. But they can also, kind of look like discoloration or bruises or whatnot. So I don't know. Anyway, that happened. I'm also looking at the Pat McGrath Christmas palette. That is so pretty. It's all shimmers, I think, isn't it? I'm waiting to see if there's some reviews because I think some people have already gotten it. Some people got it on Influencer, and I'm so ticked. I have not gotten any makeup off of Influencer yet. Why? I'm like, give me makeup, people. I need makeup. Anyway, people are getting Pat McGrath palette on Influencer. I'm getting a bunch of other stuff, but it's not Pat McGrath, which makes me sad. It's like it's like skincare. Just because I'm 45 years old, they think I just need skincare in my life. Okay, fine, people, whatever. I don't need skincare. I need Pat McGrath eyeshadow palettes where I don't have to pay the $70 whatever for it. Anyway, that's one that I really want. I really want that one. And then of course the Odin's Eye. Their new palettes. I love the wolves and the hummingbird. The red dragon is beautiful, and every time I see someone use it, I'm like, ooh. But I'm like, do I need that one? I feel like I need the other two. But that one, that I'm like, well, maybe I should go back to like the cat one, the previous release, and grab one of those instead of like, get the two of this new release and then get one of the older ones. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do I need in my world? I feel like I do need the wolves for sure. That one's so pretty. I think I do need the, what is it? Giant wolves. Yeah. The, I just said it, the hummingbird, and then maybe going back and getting one of the other kitty cat ones. I love how their books, they're so cute. And I love my Norns palette. It is, I was thinking about it. I think it is my number one. I think it's my number one across the board. Color Story, Formula, Price. What are the other things? Performance Shimmers, Color Story, Performance Shimmers, Versatility, Inspiration, all that kind of stuff. It does everything for me. It's so good. Um, yeah, I think that one's probably my top, maybe in my whole collection. I'm gonna have to double check and see if that's the case. There's one more that might actually compete with it pretty well right now. We'll see if that changes. Oh, you know what? You know what would beat it? If they were a collection together, and that would be the Sydney Grace Santalia collection. And I feel like that's one unit anyhow, but maybe any of those would actually beat it. But man, but it's so different. It's like you can't compare them. Anyway, because the shimmers are, and both of them are just spectacular. They're just completely different styles of shimmers, which is why I love it, because they complement each other so well. So anyway, I would like to get that, but I already have Odin's Eye, and I do like to try new brands too. So we'll see. But those are the two that I'm really wanting. And then of course, if Beauty Bay brings out the Wilderness palette again, I will be snatching that up. I'm not interested in their new collab. That one I looked at and I was like, it just falls flat for me. Not really getting it. What else? What else is out that I am interested in that I have seen? Oh, the Haunted Europe from I think that's Haunted Europe from Nomad, and then also their America's Parks. Those two I think would be definite good additions. The yellows and things like that, I don't have a lot of that, so I think that would be good. Anyway, I think what I'm gonna probably try to do is like focus on like one big one every month or maybe every 2 weeks, and then we'll go from there. So, well, it looks like Hulu is going to be turning on, so that means that I gotta get going so I can watch TV with my hubby because it's the weekend. We gotta do hubby and wifey things and puppy things too, because she needs some attention too. So I will see you guys in the next one. It should be on Wednesday sometime in the evening. It might be 7 Central Standard Time. It might be 8 Central Standard Time. I try to keep it consistent, but that's not always possible. But I will do my best. So thank you all for joining me, and yeah, see you in the next one on Wednesday. Bye.